On the lawn at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, going to see Duran Duran, and got about 20 more minutes until showtime. So I was thinking, I don't know, we probably need something to do. So you're going to sit here and wait for 20 minutes with me. So as of recording this, it's Wednesday morning. I am heading into Houston for a meeting, and I am seriously at this point considering turning around and going home because of all the rains and flooding in the Houston area lately. Highway 6 near my house is closed down, just underwater. And that has blocked 2 of the 4 routes that I can take to get to the claims office where this meeting is being held. So I took one of the other 2, one I've taken before, and I find out, I'm just actually getting out of it, find out that like the entire road's under construction, and why they are doing construction on the road right now. Considering that alternate routes are completely shut down, I don't understand. This weekend, very thankful that the rain cleared out for a few days, let some sunshine in, because we had lawn seats to see Chic opening for Duran Duran. Duran Duran being my wife's favorite band of all time. And I'm fairly fond of them myself. She's actually the one who got me into it in the 80s. I did not listen to like modern music on the radio. That's another story for another time. All right. I got a little bit of video that I wanted to post. I'm not going to put full songs or anything. Just, my goal here is not to reproduce a concert, but to just give some examples of what they were doing, and as part of my critique. We were in the lawn, we were kind of far away. The video's probably not all that clear. Another reason I will not be putting up full songs. I know Chic, not overly well. I know their hits. They for disco, it's excellent stuff. I'm not a disco fan. Josie and I were both just blown away by their performance. I was pretty intrigued because Nile Rodgers was not just playing the stuff that he did with Chic, but also played a bunch of stuff that he wrote for other people. And I had not realized how broad his influence was, and how involved he was in some just truly great songs over the years. And so they played stuff like We Are Family, Get Lucky. When they were playing Good Times, he actually 2/3 of the way through the song, he during the bass solo, he actually busted out into some Rapper's Delight, which was pretty darn awesome. It was great.
Like the legend of the famous, all ends with the end.
One thing that really, just really surprised me and I thought was great was just how long the bands played. Duran Duran was up there like nearly 2 hours, maybe an hour, 45 minutes. It was incredible. When the 2 bands had yet another opening band whose name is escaping me right now. They're an Australian band, and if I find it, I'll put it in a little text here. I me not remembering the band name is not actually an indication of how good they were. I actually thought they were great, but it's slipping my mind. But when another opening band shows up at the very beginning at 7 o'clock, I was like, okay, well, they're filling time because Chic and Duran Duran are going to get up and get down, and that's going to be it. And so we need to kind of spend some time here. But no, that was not the case at all. And it was a total jam. They opened it up with a couple of songs off their new album, which is not my favorite of their albums by a long shot, but it has some cool tracks on it, and they played solely those cool tracks except Danceophobia. I don't understand why they're fond of that song. That it's just really not good. But of the 4 or 5 songs they played off of Paper Gods, that was really the only one that I didn't like. But no complaints, because they hit every other song that I wanted them to hit. And so, it was a really good blend of bringing the songs that everybody wanted to hear, but also promoting the new album. So they started off with the song Paper Gods, which I think is actually a pretty cool song, and I did get a clip of that, so let's watch it. So during the encore, they played Save a Prayer as a tribute to Prince. It was interesting because, obviously Bowie died earlier, and so they were able to plan for and incorporate a Bowie tune into their set. But with Prince dying, not very long ago at all, it was nice that they were able to get a tribute in there, even though they weren't playing a Prince song. But they were, they very specifically talked about his influence on them, and let me play a little bit of that.
Thanks, can we have the purple, please? We want it purple for a reason. It's purple for the reason that we want to pay tribute to our friend and great musical artist, Prince. Prince was an amazing part of our musical evolution. When he came along, he moved the whole game into a different league, He gave bands like us a real kick up the arse. Songs you've heard tonight, like I Don't Want Your Love, that wouldn't exist without Prince. I can't believe he's gone. It's a terrible, sad thing, and the world is a kind of sadder place without him. But he did leave us fantastic music, something for which we will be grateful for all of our lives. So we're going to play Save a Prayer. We're going to dedicate it to the great musical artist Prince. If you'd like to join us in this dedication, please get your cell phone out so we can switch the torch on. Shine a light for Prince. Make the stars come out in his road tonight. Thank you.
last thing I want to show has really nothing to do with the music, but something weird that my camera was doing, and I thought it turned out really cool. And so I'm going to show you what my camera did, which is the first clip, and then the second clip is actually what it's supposed to look like. Now, granted, even when the camera was working really well, it was not really catching the lights and the colors properly from that far away. You know, it's a phone, guys. If I were making a documentary about this concert, I obviously would be using different cameras, but you know, it was a telephone. So everybody, that's all I got for this one. I really did enjoy the show. If you are able to catch them, it's truly impressive how good they remain after all these years, and that they're still pumping out some really great music. Their new album, Paper Gods, man, it's all right. Their previous one, All You Need Is Now, is I think it's a masterpiece. And if you have not picked up that one and you're sitting there going, Duran Duran is still around, check out that one. And honestly, play the first track on it, and if you're not hooked, then you're probably just not a Duran Duran fan, and that's fine. That's cool. But thank y'all for watching, and we'll talk to you later.